Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Gooner. Welcome to another show. I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you're all keeping safe on this wet and windy Thursday, sorry. Oh my God, I'm getting my days mixed up. But yeah, listen, I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Listen, I'm going to talk about Mesut Ozil, but before I get into that, remember, do smash a like on this video. Do smash the subscribe button. I'd really, really appreciate that. And do keep sharing the content around. You know, you guys are awesome. So yeah, do keep smashing that like button for me. I'm going to get into Mesut Ozil, talking about him because he has been left out of the Europa League squad. He has been axed, essentially. There's no other way of putting it, from the Europa League squad. He's not even been picked. Him and Socrates have been left out, which kind of indicates that maybe that's going to happen with the Premier League squad as well. You know, he's going to be also left out of that. Now, it's a bit of a shame, really, because Ozil has. We know that this week he obviously made that PR stunt with putting that post up about Gunnosaurus and offering to pay Gunnosaurus's wages. Listen, in my opinion, you know, although it is a nice gesture, and you know, it is a fantastic gesture that he's done that, but also you can see that it is done. Maybe Ozil and his agent and you know his representatives have said, "Hey, listen, do this because it puts more pressure on the club." And it makes you look good, essentially being another PR stunt. So yeah, he has been left out of the Europa League squad, along with Socrates. And like I say, that suggests that he's going to be left out of the Premier League squad. Now, my personal feelings is I think it's good. I don't think he should be anywhere near the team right now. I don't think he should be anywhere near the Europa League squad or the Premier League squad because he just simply ain't good enough. He's simply not performing consistently on the pitch. He is not at a consistent level where you can justify keeping him in the squad. Now, Arsenal, we know that we have 2 players over that 17 non-homegrown player. We have 19. And we can only field 17 in our 25-man squad. I'm not entirely sure whether that's the same for the Europa League. I'm assuming it is. But I know in terms of the Premier League, that's how things stand. And it's looking like that Ozil and Socrates are surface to requirements. You know, I did look at the other players and look at the other defenders. And I just can't justify leaving any of them out, really. You know, you talk about Hector Bellerin being left out. Well, listen, Arteta's not going to leave Hector Bellerin being out because he's still consistently being picked for the first team. You look at Callum Chambers. I know he's on the injury list at the moment. Maybe he could have been left out. But again, when he comes back, is Arteta going to use him? We just don't know at this current time and moment. But I actually think it's a good move, leaving Ozil out. And you guys know all my feelings on Mesut Ozil. I don't want this guy at the club any longer. You know, I do believe that the relationship between Ozil and the club is untenable. I also believe that the relationship between Ozil and the fan base is untenable. So yeah, I don't want to see him anywhere near the club. I don't want to see him anywhere near the club, and it's just another sign that he's essentially being frozen out. And yeah, this is good news because he's a waste of space. He's not good enough. And it is what it is. It's not looking great. Unfortunately, he's going to be sat on the sidelines for 10 months collecting his 350 grand. And I can't see him going anytime soon. And I said this to you guys a while back, didn't I? I said that we should just let Ozil sit out his contract and let him go on a free. And it looks like that maybe Arteta and the hierarchy have come into that conclusion as well, because there's no other way around it. There's no other way out of this situation. You know, there's no club that will take him. For one thing, the transfer window's closed now, so we can't get him out. There's no possibility of him leaving in January. There's no other club that will take him. There's no other club that will pay his extortionate high wages. And the only way to get him out of the club is letting his contract run down. So let me know what you guys think. Put it in the chat. I will read some out very shortly. But yeah, there's no other way of getting him out, is there? There's no other way of getting him out of the club. So let me know if what you guys would do in this situation. Let me know if you guys think that the club are doing the right thing. Because at the moment, it's a bit of a madness at the moment. You can imagine it. Our highest earner not even being registered in any of the squads. Let me just let that sink in. Let's everybody just let that sink in. Our highest earner, who's on 350 grand a week, not being even registered to play in the Europa League. And you could imagine it being the same in the Premier League. That is utter madness. Utter madness. And yeah, this is the one thing that's still hanging over from the previous regime. This Mesut Ozil situation is still hanging over us as a club when we're trying to move forward. We're trying to progress as a club. Listen, we brought in talent, you know, we got Thomas Partey over the line. We've got William, we've got Pepe, Lacazette, Aubameyang. We're trying to move forward. That we're relatively going in the right direction. Yes, listen, I know we've still got problems at this club upstairs, but on the pitch, we're trying to move forward and trying to rectify things. And Mesut Ozil is the one thing that's holding this club back. You know, in my opinion, Mesut Ozil is the one thing that needs to be sorted. When he leaves the club, in my opinion, a big black cloud will lift from the club as well and lift from the fan base. And hopefully, when Ozil leaves the club, most of his fucking Ozil fan base will leave with him. Because let's be honest, the Ozil fan base are toxic right now. Absolutely toxic. They keep throwing stats out how he should be in the squad. They keep throwing this, that, and the other. Fuck off with that. Fuck off with your stats. Fuck off with your Ozil in. Fuck off with your Ozil should be in the squad. Fuck off with all of that bollocks, because Ozil should be nowhere near this squad. And thank fuck we've now got a manager and we've now got a board who actually going, do you know what? Ozil is nowhere near good enough for this squad. He's nowhere near good enough for the present. He's nowhere near good enough for the future. So we're not going to play him. Doesn't matter whether he's getting 350 grand a week. It doesn't matter whether he is making all these shit PR stunts about offering to pay Gunnosaurus's wages. That's all well and good, but you were the one player that was refusing to take a pay cut. So, do you know what I mean? It swings and roundabouts. You can't, on the other hand, be a villain and now play the hero. Because I'll tell you something now, you're not a hero. You do nothing for this football club apart from pocket 350 grand a week. And all these little PR stunts, they don't wash with me. And they don't wash with a majority of the fan base. So I've seen a lot of people on Twitter as well digging out Aubameyang for not doing this. You know, I've seen a lot of people suggesting on Twitter that why isn't Aubameyang offering to pay his wages? But it's not his job. It's not his job to pay. It's not his job to pay Gunnosaurus's wages. Now, let me have it right. It's not Ozil's job. But Ozil's doing it simply out of trying to make himself look good. That's all it is. Do you really think, right, if Ozil was in the squad and playing football, do you really think he would offer to play Gunnosaurus's wages? I don't think so. I think he's doing it to try and get himself back into the team and to try and win over some of the fans. Because Ozil himself, over the summer, come out and suggested that the club are actively trying to freeze him out. So he's got some war going on with the club, and that's all it is. He doesn't actually care about Gunnosaurus. He's just using Gunnosaurus, or the guy who obviously dresses up as Gunnosaurus, Jerry, I think his name is. He's just using him as a pawn in Ozil's game. That's what it is. And a lot of people might disagree with me on that, but it's the sad fact. It is the sad fact. It is the truth. And anybody who disagrees with me on that, I'd like you to come and put it in the comments and sort of suggest otherwise, because that's my opinion. That's how I'm seeing this situation. Anybody who disagrees with me, come and put it in the comments down below, and I'll happily read it out and I'll happily debate it with you. But that's how I see this situation. It's nothing more than a PR stunt. It's a nice gesture, but I can see beyond the fact that it's a nice gesture, and he's doing it to stick one over the club. Well, do you know what, Meza? You stick one over at the club every time you sit on the sidelines taking 350 grand. The club told you that you were surface to requirements, and you were adamant that you were going to see out your contract. You have no interest. You have zero interest in playing fucking football. You just want to sit there and take your money. Any self-respecting professional footballer would not sit there and take the money. Any self-respecting professional footballer would be like, hold on a second, I ain't accepting this. I ain't accepting being put on the sidelines. I want to play football. I want to play for my club. But not you, Mesut. You're just quite happy to sit there and fuck everything up. Fuck everything off and just go, you know what, I'll take my money. But you know what? You're going to come unstuck, because in 10 months' time, your contract is going to expire, and then you're going to be out the door quicker than an ex-girlfriend on hot cakes. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, it absolutely pisses me off. And I could do a 24-hour stream on how shit Mesut Ozil is, but I ain't going to, because I'll probably bore the entire life out of you guys. So it is what it is. Listen, currently 5 people watching live. Damn, where is everybody? I know a lot of people are at school and at work, but where is everybody? Listen, I'm going to read some of your comments out, so do get them in there. I am going to be back at 7 p.m. I'm going to be back at 7 p.m. I might see if somebody can come on with me, and we'll have a bit of a chat about Arsenal and various topics, maybe just a light-hearted chat. So I am going to be back at 7 p.m, guys. So do set your watches, set your alarms for that one. Also, don't forget, coming up the next couple of days on this channel, I'm going to be doing another Q&A or a debate show during the international break. And then next week, actually, no, what I'll do is Wednesday I'll do the Q&A. On Sunday I'll do the debate show, and then Thursday I'll do the preview, and then I'll do yeah, sorry if you can hear my wife in the background, she is shouting. And then on Saturday I'll do the watch along for the Arsenal Man City game. So that's what's coming up. So yeah, do fire your questions and I'll chat to you guys for a little bit. Let me have a look here. Big up Liam Talks Football. Big up Omar. Big up John Wayne. Big up Arsenal-matic. Remember, guys, do keep smashing that like button. He said, which 2 would you leave out? There are plenty of candidates. I actually think Ozil and Socrates are the right people to leave out, if I'm being honest. He's also asking, isn't Saliba left out this season? No, mate, Saliba's going on loan, apparently. Saliba's going on loan to a championship side. So, how do you know they're genuine? Big up Football with Brownie. He said, another football mercenary. Every footballer is a football mercenary. Nobody loves the club they're playing for. Brownie, that's your answer to everything, mate. Like you said that way. That was the only thing, because you lost out on that party deal. You just come back with the football mercenaries. They're not mercenaries. They're not mercenaries, and who can blame them? They're just thinking of their career, which I said this for a long time. Doesn't make them any less of people. They just thinking of their career. You know. you know, they're just thinking of their career, so they're not really mercenaries. Arsenal said it was the club's fault. When they need to spend out, they don't, and they gave Ozil 350 grand when he doesn't underperforming. Yeah, but again, it was the last regime. It's the last regime, so it is what it is. That's what I said. Once Ozil leaves the club, we can really move on from the previous regime. And again, Arsenal said that sends a message loud and clear. You're not in our plans to play when you're not registered, even in the Europa League. Exactly, mate. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. Is there a leak? Is there a link? Ozil taking the club for defamation of character? I don't know, mate. I think, again, that's just a load of bollocks. I just think Ozil's salty because he's not getting picked at Arsenal. Well, if he really cared about his football career, he'd move to another club. So I don't care, to be honest. Big up Bertrand. So, hope you're well, mate. Brownie says, on the other hand, I wouldn't go to another job if I'm only getting half of what I'm getting at the moment. You would, mate, if you cared about football. If you really wanted to play football and you were that passionate about playing football, and, you know, you look at other players that have moved to clubs because they want to play football, they're passionate about football, and they take a pay cut. So I disagree there. If you really cared about football, if you really cared about your football career, you wouldn't give a toss about taking a wage cut. Yes, money's important, but we've seen it before. Players taking a wage cut to go and play football because they're not getting played at their current club. Big up NK. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. So remember, guys, do keep smashing that like button. Do keep hitting the subscribe, and do keep sharing the content around. Like I say, there's not many people watching today. You know what? Since my deadline day stream, it's been a bit quiet. It's been a bit dead. But I would like to, try and get this channel moving forward. And you guys are a big key. You guys are a big key to helping the channel grow. So, yeah, do keep hitting the like button. Do keep hitting the subscribe button. Listen, guys, I'm going to be back at 7. I just wanted to pop on and have a little chat to you guys about this Mesut Ozil situation. I am going to be back at 7. So do stay tuned. I'm probably going to get a guest on. I'll see who wants to come on and chat all things Arsenal. And I'm sure this topic will come up again. So, yeah, do smash the like button. Do keep hitting the subscribe button. All take care. All have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you all back here at 7 p.m. UK time. Take care, guys. Come on, you Gunners.